Hello, welcome back to Uolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Mod Monday. Today we have Zastava trucks, huge port infrastructure and American map. Right, again, disclaimer, beautiful mods, we have them in the last 7 days, over 30 of them. Go please and check them all out. We have amazing community, you're gonna find something for yourself. It's absolutely fabulous out there. Now, let's get cracking. First things first, Zastava by Mokma. Zastava 1103T was licensed version of Fiat van of the same name, available in rubles from 1959 to 1981 as an open, close and police one. Right, we have all three over here, as you can see on the left hand side. We have three versions. I believe they don't have different colors. We're gonna check them all the way in the back. Now you're gonna find in the description two different Zastava models, and unfortunately for some reason I wasn't able to find the 900 one. I will contact the mod maker about this, but there's only 1000. I am subscribed to it, but it's not showing in my mod section. You can see all three of them, and of course we can change colors as we wish. We have this will be for passenger truck transport. We have Zastava over here, open hull, 800 kilos capacity, and then we have the one over here. One of them would be a prison truck, right? No, this is a cover hull. The other one was a police car, my bad, police car. So we have these three different versions. Of course, you can choose colors as you wish, but you need to check the description of the video for more details about this mod. And we're just gonna real quickly see the price of these bad boys. We're gonna go for the police truck because it's gonna be the fastest thing we can do. And you can see Zastava truck. Yeah, they're a little bit cheaper than rest of the vehicles, but they are Yugoslavian ones, so they're not definitely not cheating. This is my favorite mod, definitely. Small Courthouse by Winterheart. A small courthouse for remote areas. The design was inspired by Stalinist style tower, but much smaller, employs 4 judges and 8 workers. Right, this is self-explanatory. This is a small courthouse. I would expect it to be a little bit cheaper. Let's see, let's try to guess. What are the building materials? This will be bricks. Maybe not even steel, we'll see. Okay, let's check what do we need to do in order to build this courthouse. So if we go in our courthouse section, we have our new mod here. And let's check what the materials are. This is the most important thing in this game, what materials are. A little bit of steel, a lot of bit of bricks, a decent amount of wood, and 500 days to finish. I mean, compared to vanilla one, I don't think you can even do that, but definitely seems like it's a fair price for it. We're gonna just check the prices. Prices for both of them. Courthouse 78,000, this one is 12,000. Yeah, size-wise, it's comparable to other mods we have in the same ballpark, so definitely not cheaty mod. It's a really beautiful building, and if you want something small like this, go and check out the link in the description of the video. Gusenичный кран SKG63/100. That's my bad translation. I believe that should be Russian, the translation from Russian. If it's not, sorry about that. I'm not using Google Translate, so I don't know which language is it. SKG anyway is a crane that was produced during the Soviet Union. Depending on the boom design, it has load capacity 63 or 100 tons. The crane is ideal for large bulk construction and transshipment of bulky goods such as turbines and other large scale elements. Replaces 40 workers. It was produced 1976 to 1991. Weighs 15 tons. Available in 2 colors. The author of fashion is Alexander Tarasov. Right, so let's check it out. Here it looks like it's a blue color, but it looks like a little bit pink-ish. Doesn't really matter. It looks fabulous. Now this is how it looks when it's folded back in. We're gonna discuss the details, then I'm gonna show you how it actually looks like when it's constructing stuff. Right, so we have SKG 63/100. This is the only mod of a crane that I have. I'm not really sure if there was other mods of cranes before. Probably they were even steam cranes, I think we had, and stuff like that, but this is definitely something that I will be using myself. The price wise is more or less comparable to other cranes that we have in game, and production time is also quite similar. This is Soviet Union design, the rest of the vanilla cranes are all Czechoslovakian, so it's a breath of fresh air, something different, and I will definitely be using these. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wait until 1976 in order to be able to construct those. Okay, let's see this bad boy in action. Unfortunately, I was unable to test this mod. I did test it, but it crashed twice for me as soon as we got into the construction site with this, but it could be something on my side. I hope you guys having a better luck with this. I will tell you what my testings found out regarding this. Now bear in mind that this crane is 15 tons. It's quite heavy. If we go to our open hull trucks and see the total capacity ones, I'm gonna demonstrate which ones can carry, which ones cannot carry it. Now we have RMD here. It's an always problematic truck. Why? Because it has a decent capacity for carrying materials, but technically it's not wide enough to carry containers, excavators, and cannot carry this crane. Even though it has 18-ton capacity and 15-ton crane, 15-ton crane cannot fit on it. The only two vehicles that I found out from vanilla game that can carry this is T813 flatbed, Czechoslovakian one, and KMZ 5410 open hull from Soviet Union. Those are the only two that can carry it. Now, luckily for you, both of those are available when the crane is on the market, so you will have both of those trucks available to help you deliver this crane to construction site. But anyway, I will have to do a little bit more testing to see why this game crashes when I open this crane. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you how it looks like deployed. But anyway, you have photos of how it looks in the link in the description of the video. Okay, language butchering time. This mod is made by Jutland and it's Kosciuszkowska Dzielnica Mieszkaniowa. Pack number 1. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry, Polish people, my bad. I will show you, this is built from 1956 to 1958 set of residential buildings located in Wrocław, in brackets Breslau, thanks to Rob 074 for the textures. You should check his stuff out anyway, and there's a link to Rob's stuff, but we know all about Rob's, Rob's. Right, so what do we have about this mod? So this is of course really beautiful mod. Thank you, Robs, for helping with this, and it's really nice building. Now bear in mind, this building doesn't have collisions on it, so place it on a flat ground. I did not place it on a flat ground just to demonstrate how it looks like when you don't place it, but we will also check out some other stuff as well. So this is a corner building. This mod comprises of three buildings. That would be 38 people capacity, 172 people capacity, 104 people capacity. Now, I'm gonna tell you a couple of tricks regarding this. This is really good that it doesn't have collisions, because these corner buildings, when you place them like this, you can't really build anything else around here. So if you try to build something over here, you can't do it. But if you go on a flat ground, you place the other building over here, and then if you go all the way to the mod section, right, so it's mixed with other mods. It wasn't in the end because I had to restart the game a few times because of the crashes. But if you have your corner building here, and if you try to build anything else in here, you won't be able to. But if you build any other building first and then put this one around it, you will be able to place it wherever you want. So for example, if you want to have multiple houses, if you want to overlap them, you can do it easily. Now bear in mind that you have to build everything that you want first, because if you place this building, you won't be able to even complete the road in this case. So if you try to complete the road for this house, you won't be able to, because it's collision, because it considers that there's another building over here. So finish everything first. I suggest having maybe fountains or a monument or something like that in there, so it's not really influenced by the connections or anything like that. But it's just a little bit of a tip. Now this is really beautiful building. They have 82% quality of apartments. There's 3 different models. They have, again, we mentioned capacities, and let's see how much do they cost. Are they cheaty or not? No, period. They're actually quite expensive to build, which is a good thing. Actually, this one is a little bit more expensive than the rest of them. This might be a little bit this might be, for some reason, this one is a little bit cheaper. I think that the big one here is way too expensive, but this one has a fair price of 104 people, but for 8,000 rubles, that's nice. But this one is 82,000 rubles. Let's see why is that. If we go for materials, we can see if we go and untick the box for rubles here, and we go and check the materials, oh, this one doesn't require anything else but concrete and gravel. That's a little bit off. I believe this one does require a lot of, well, everything. Maybe even more than it's supposed to. Maybe not, maybe not. I think it's a fair price, but this one for some reason doesn't require any materials. Anyway, I will contact the mod maker as well and mention this as well, but it probably should have some steel and bricks and definitely boards if you're gonna be pouring concrete here. Anyway, price-wise, it's not cheaty even without these materials, but it would be nice that it actually has construction materials required in order to build these buildings. Anyway, link in description of the video. Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development by Raycian. Greetings, this mod contains Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development from Warsaw, Poland. This building is notable for a large colonnade at the main entrance and courtyard with the square. Such monumental building will fit well in the area with the government buildings that I will make in the future. Building description, City Hall, 200 workers, more details of description. You have a history of the building. I will leave it alone here. I will let you read history about this building, and it's really beautiful. It's really amazing building. Now there are two mods. I chose one with a flag, but I can see why some people would make it without flag. I was like, I'm putting it with a flag. What do you mean? I like flags, but it's a Polish flag, and if you're building a Soviet Republic, maybe Soviet Union flag would better be fit, but it doesn't matter for me. I like Poland, I like Polish flag, and I'm gonna present this one with a Polish flag. You have several flags, as you can see, around the building. Let's see on this side. Yes, we have on this entrance as well. So this building acts as a city hall, and knowing Raycian, it's gonna be quite fair priced. But we're gonna check that as well. Of course, really beautiful details. Wow, okay. I will have to say that this definitely looks like a lot of work was invested in this. And of course we have a beautiful courtyard over here. Okay, what about the price tag? Of course it takes a lot of space, you can see here. We can go to our government buildings and check out how much this building would cost. So we have Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development here. It's wow, okay, a lot of concrete, a lot of bricks, a lot of boards, a little bit of steel, so a lot. What do we mean by a lot? Let's check the price wise. If you go for the same, 217,000. No, that's a pricey one. It's 5 times more expensive than vanilla one. Definitely, it's 5 times bigger, and it requires much more people to work. This is exclusive, lavish building that you want in your country. If you're gonna build this, you're gonna pay for it. Anyway, link in description on the video. Port Infrastructure Collection by Wild Bunny. This is a collection of port infrastructure. It includes ports of all kinds, all goods in different sizes, 2 shipyards, a floating dry dock, and some warehouses. Now, this description there doesn't do justice to what this mod is. This is something magnificent. It's a huge mod. I didn't even put all the models here. I'm going to show you just some of them, but look at this. You have 2 different types of shipyards. You have more or less 3 different types of every other harbor that you have in the game. Container harbor over here. Like I said, 2 different shipyards. Look at this monstrosity over here. And then we have a small shipyard over here. Beautiful. Makes me want to play water heavy map. It's something magnificent. It's absolutely fabulous. I will check other things around here, but we will first check some of the details. We're gonna check the prices. Oh, this is a little bit on the dark side. It doesn't have any textures here. Maybe it's supposed to be just dark. Maybe it would be nicer if it has some rusty or gray metallic. This looks like it's a gate to entrance to the warehouse in here, but other than, like, it's absolutely beautiful mod. Probably ship is constructed here, and then it's, you know, submerged, pushed in the water. Then we have a small ferry port. This is really small port. It has 2 bays where ships can dock. We have bigger ones as well. This is the huge cruise ship terminal. This one, I believe, has 5,000 people capacity. We'll check all the details with this, but it's absolutely enormous. I think it also has 2 docking areas, maybe 4, but we will check that as well. This is a huge the shipbuilding area. Now this one looks really, really beautiful. Do we have any? Yeah, for example, look at these doors over here. Maybe if we had these kind of doors on the small shipyard, this looks like it's missing texture, or maybe it's just dark like that. I'm not really sure. I'm not judging. This is absolutely fabulous, beautiful, huge mod. This is a little bit bigger, medium-sized ferry port. I believe this one has 1,000 1,000 people capacity, 4 ships, I believe. Then we have bulk cargo harbor. These are the cranes that are filling in ships. I believe this would be a lot of parking space. Let's stick to that. And of course, these are the bays where we can put bulk cargo. This is container cargo, absolutely beautiful. I think this is my favorite out of those. I didn't still put any containers here, but I think it would look fabulous with containers. And then we have these are the dry bulk cargo. This is dry bulk cargo harbor, and look at the details on this one. We have these, I would believe they are conveyor belts, and we have cranes unloading dry bulk cargo from the ships and dumping them into these sieves, and then conveyor belts would take them somewhere where they need to be exported. You have a lot of connections here, and you have to connect it to somewhere where you're going to dump all this dry bulk cargo that you're going to import. That would be aluminum oxide or cement. We have 3 different sizes of these ports as well. I will show you some of the ports. For example, this is a big bulk cargo. That would be your coal and iron and all that good stuff. We have 3 different sizes for this as well. Now let's check all these infrastructure. Let me try to find it in the mod section and let's check it out. Right, so this is all the elements that we have here. That would be 8, 16, and another 8, that would be 24 different harbor sections. So we have big harbor, with all of them I think will have around 200 tons of fuel capacity. We have big harbor, we have big harbor with a warehouse, so this one has already warehouse adjacent to it. I didn't build this one to demonstrate, it takes a lot of space, and this map is actually, we're gonna talk about it. Then we have medium harbor over here, we have medium harbor with a warehouse as well. These are quite interesting. This is something that I'm going to be doing stuff with. And then we have small harbor and small harbor with a warehouse. We do have medium port warehouse and big port warehouse. This is for your harbors without ports, so you can connect them to that. They're in the same models. Like for example, if you want for shipyard, it looks in place, and also you can use it for any storage. It has a big storage. So medium size port and the big port warehouse. And then we have big bulk cargo or big bulk harbor. That would be the one that we have here. We have also smaller version and even smaller version of this, so if you want to build them separately with the separate docks. We have a big oil terminal. I didn't build these ones, they are pretty barren, I believe. Yeah, they're pretty barren. There's only skeleton infrastructure on these, just pipelines, and you know connect the ships, and you have to just unload them. And you have 3 different sizes of these. And then we have a big shipyard. This is the one that we demonstrated over here. Big shipyard, as you can see here. And then we have the small shipyard. Small shipyard would be this one here. And then we have a medium ferry port. That would be the one over here. And then we have a small ferry port. That's this one here. And of course we have a well, it's later down the line, cruise ship terminal. We have the container port. That's the one that we are demonstrated here. Of course we have the cruise ship terminal, this one over here. We have floating dry dock. Now this is something that I didn't build, but definitely beautiful building. We have dry bulk cargo, and we demonstrated all 3 of these. Now price wise they are quite pricey. You can see 350,000 for the big ones. The big shipyard, I think it's the biggest structure here. Big shipyard costs 800,000 rubles. It requires 125 tons of mechanical components. No, sorry, my bad. That's the capacity. The construction materials required for this is actually 55 tons of mechanical components, 8 tons of electrical, 680 tons of steel, and yada a lot of other stuff that you need to add. I think the biggest one is concrete, 1,100 tons of concrete. But anyway, these structures are definitely beautiful and something that you're gonna see in my Let's Plays. I really want to play ship heavy harbor. So not a cheaty prices, really expensive. Link in description of the video. Big thumbs up for me. Brockway 5-ton 1925 by Motsma. Brockway Motor Company was American truck manufacturer active from 1912 to 1977. In this model comes 5-ton truck with a capacity of 10,000 pounds and a power of 50 kWs, that would be kilowatts. Available for closed, open, oil, dump, and bus, available from 1925 to 1930. You can see some of the models that we have here. I'm gonna go and demonstrate. They have different colors as well. I believe this would be the bus one with 15 people. It looks like a clown car. I don't know if you can fit 15 people in there. Probably you can. And of course you have here the covered hull one. We have open hull one. We have dry bulk cargo, and we have oil transports. Actually, it's not dry bulk cargo, but bulk cargo, as you can see it here. Now, the price-wise, you can buy them only for $. We're gonna go and check out. If I scroll all the way back, I need to find where they're actually located. I don't think they might be all the way in the end. They're not. Page 11, here we go, $7,000 for each one of them if you want to have one of these. Now, compared to other vehicles, they are quite pricey. So we can go for dumper trucks, for example. We can see this one is 7,000. You can have trucks with bigger capacity a little bit cheaper. Even vanilla ones with huge capacity, they are quite cheaper. Well, compared to the capacity that they have. So definitely not a cheaty mod. This is something that you're gonna have to pay for, and really beautiful model. More details, link in the description of the video. And I give you Grand Canyon Uninhabited by Bunch. Map based on an area of the Grand Canyon Uninhabited. Inhabited version, write comment if you wanted, and that's it. That's the description of the map. Now, this is iconic map. This is a Grand Canyon, United States. I believe the water levels here are a little bit higher than they supposed to be, but this is for the best. Now, a couple of things I want to say about this map. This map, even though it is water heavy-ish, you have big waterways. This map is actually kind of difficult because you don't have a lot of water line where you can build your harbors and whatnot. It's going to be a lot of terraforming for you if you want to claim some waterfront property. Also, it's quite hilly to build your cities, so it is challenging map. Now, bear in mind that I did massacre some of the coastline here in order to present other mods, so this is not how it usually looks, but this is, as far as I saw, the lowlands that you can actually build your harbors around. So it's gonna be a challenge to find the flat grounds where you're gonna build your harbors if you want to play with that. Now, bridges and rest of the stuff, it's gonna be a little bit easier because you can bridge over most of the things here, so it's quite nice. But again, the flatlands might be a little bit problematic. You can see topographic map here, all in red. That means challenges, and challenge accepted. Right, so what can we say about this map? I'm gonna go for F2, remove the topographic map, and let's see what we were talking about resource-wise. We have a couple of border crossings here on the south. That would be Soviet Union border crossings, 3 of them here, and I believe these would be 2 NATO border crossings on this side. If we go one on this side and one over there. Now, both of those are connected, both of the border crossings are connected with water as well, so if you want to export using your ships, you can do so, so you don't have to, you're not really dependent on these border crossings if you want to play with ships. Now, resource-wise, it's pretty much standard. You have 6 coal. This looks like 100% quality of the source. You have also 6 iron sources. You have quite decent amount of oil. Again, it's a little bit on a hilly. No, all of them are on the dry land, so you can use your pumps. All of the oil is on the dry land, and then we have a little bit of uranium ore and a little bit of bauxite. So you have decent resources with a really good quality, but the map itself is quite challenging. Anyway, I want to thank Bench for making this map. It's absolutely beautiful. It's iconic. It's beautiful. What else is there to say? Nothing. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this Mod Monday video. If you did, don't forget to press the like button. If you didn't, you know what to do. You have to put nasty comment in the comment section. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, and comment section, hit it. And of course, I have to say that my favorite mod is, of course, Zastava, Yugoslavian vehicles for the win. And right, love the game. See you in the next one. Bye bye.